Mwah. What's up, YouTube? Poor.Mans.Podcast back with another video. Today's video is judge goes off on a woman for cheering in court after paternity results. Okay, if you followed the channel, if you know anything about me on the channel, you know when kids are involved, I take situations a little bit more serious. It becomes a little more serious because regardless of what you want to believe, and regardless of if it shows right away, what you do as a parent when the kid is a child or when it's a child affects them as an adult. Okay, I ain't trying to waste y'all time. I want y'all to see what happens in this clip. We're going to get right into it.
In the case of Miller versus Rasmussen, when it comes to 3-year-old Zaylee Rasmussen, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Rasmussen, you are not the father. Miss Miller.
Be respectful.
I'm sorry.
Miss Miller.
I'm sorry.
Yes. That's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you or your child.
I'm sorry.
That's a
Facts. We're going to start it off just like that. Judge, you kept it a buck. I appreciate that. Lady, just look at the immaturity. Okay? Just look at the immaturity. You're cheering because now you don't know who who the father of your child is. That's what you're cheering now. Okay? You're already overweight and now you're happy to be a single mother is what you're basically saying. All right? We're going to keep the video so y'all can find out why she might be cheering and this and this and that. Because I know y'all probably asking, why in the world is she cheering? Let's keep going.
a lot of nerve. You just showed me where your priorities were right there.
I'm sorry.
Because I held out hope that you weren't just acting a fool because you so mad at him because he cheated on you that you would cheat your child out of a father. But
So basically, the guy, her boyfriend, husband, I don't know who it is, cheated on her. And that's why she's jumping for joy that the child that he's been raising isn't his. Okay? So basically, she cheated on him in the past, and now she's excited that the child that he's been raising isn't his. And it's probably just to hurt the man. It's probably just because she's excited to see that he's hurting. Let's continue.
that
The weaponization of children has to stop, ladies. It has to stop. All right? Children are not weapons. I don't even know why we as men don't get any right when it comes to the decision of being a father or not. How can you force me to be a father? Okay? Because that's what it is when it comes to abortions and whatnot. I don't like to die on that hill. That's not my topic. It's not my thing that I like. It's not the hill I like to die on. Okay, but it is true that when you say men don't have any say, you don't consult with them at all. Some women just go out there and try to get pregnant by people just so they can have their kids because they feel like it's a quick come up. But they don't even understand how that affects the child. They know that man don't want to be a father, but they'll still do it just because they feel like he got a little money or because they need somebody to take care of them. That's called being a leech. And if there is such thing, that's called if there's such thing as toxic masculinity, that has to be toxic, an example of toxic femininity. And just so y'all know, I have to say it every time, I don't believe in either. I just believe that there are bad people in the world that will take advantage of you if you give them the chance. So, and she must be one of them. But let's continue. Stop weaponizing children.
cheering you did? What you cheering? I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
I'm not.
No, you were. He is over here breaking down because he loves this child so much. I sit here day after day after day with women hoping a man would drive 16 miles to see their baby, much less 160 miles each way.
Wow.
And abide by a court order and sign a birth certificate and come day after day and week after week so they can grow visitation to have a relationship with the child. And you have no compassion for not just him, but for Zaylee. She's 3 years old. Now, he's not just going to be heartbroken. We got to break this news to her. And y'all over here cheering like it's a sport. This is this baby's life. And I ask you, where's this other man? I don't know. And you know he don't want nothing to do with you. Sitting up there cheering. Mr. Rasmussen, I am so sorry. I know this hurts you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't know what I'm going to do.
And the fact that this behavior isn't looked at in the same light as physical abuse is absurd. This is financial abuse. This is taking advantage. This is leeching off of somebody. Okay? It's absolutely ridiculous that there is no punishment for this. For making a man raise a child, there's no punishment for it. If I go and hit a woman upside the head, I'm going straight to the big house. That's my next stop. I can guarantee that. And that's if I don't get jumped by a bunch of dudes that's going to go jump in to save her. Okay? But women can just do little stuff like this, and it's not seen as equally as violent, or it's not seen as equal because it's not as violent. Okay? But they don't understand the amount of time. Hell, I'd rather somebody hit me upside the head than make me go work 40 hours a week for a kid that ain't mine. I'd be better off getting hit upside the head. I could put some ice on my forehead and lay down for a couple nights, or lay down and have a sleep and feel better the next day. But taking that time from a person is something you just can't. Not only that, but then you got to think about the child too, how it affects them. This is her developmental years. From 1 to 6 is usually the developmental years for children. Crucial years. And now her whole life is going to be changed because the person she looked at as a father figure is now out of her life. It's ridiculous, man. And it just shows the immaturity that women are allowed to have in the world. To be able to celebrate that now you have nobody that loves you or your child. Let's keep going.
She's my whole world. Everything I do is for her. She was the reason I went to work every day.
I know you have a bond with her.
I feel like my whole world is in ruins now.
Oh. Miss Miller, I'm going to say this to you before I adjourn court. Your child deserves to know who her father is. Whether or not that man wants to be in her life, physically present and participate. He does have a legal obligation to help support her financially. It's important that you make this right. She'll one day ask, where's my father? Every action you take from this point will write the story that you will later have to tell her. I wish you the best of luck. We have counseling for you. Court is adjourned.
Absolutely ridiculous. Absurd. And I've already said everything I need to say about this video. I'm not going to hold y'all up for too long just repeating the same stuff. But y'all get the idea. Stop weaponizing children, women. Grow up. Okay? Grow up. Because what you do as an adult, you're an adult. What you do, and especially if you have a child, what you do affects that child. They watch that. They see that. Grow up, man. Till next time, y'all.